up, everybody? I hope you can hear me. I'm in Herbie, and he's straight piped, and it's kind of loud. Anyway, we're going out to a Volkswagen graveyard, and I've been told that the guy is not that nice, but I've spoken to him on the phone twice, and he's super duper nice, and his name is Ron, and we're going to go out there because he used to restore Volkswagens basically his whole life, and he's just gotten too old, and he's kind of over it. He's got a couple houses, he needs to get rid of the property. So we're going to take about a 45-minute to an hour trip north to Newton, Alabama. If that's something I can do for somebody that needs something, let me know. All of the early stuff is gone. I know you guys want the early stuff. It looks like there's a lot of Super Beetles, and any of the standard Beetles are 67 through 69, and they're basically trashed. I mean, like extra trashed. There seems to be a lot of doors and windows and pop-out windows, and I guess he's got a couple buildings we can go through where there aren't any complete cars, but there's dozens of motors and hundreds of short blocks and long blocks and all kinds of things. Alright, so everybody that was wondering, we're out here at Ron's place in Newton, Alabama, and yeah, it's a gang of Super Beetles, but there is some earlier stuff out here. I'm going to take you for as much of a walk through as I can. He's got a pretty aggressive junkyard dog, which means my dog has to sit in the car for the entire time I'm doing this, and I'm not overly happy about that. So come along for a ride at Ron's Volkswagen Graveyard. And by the way, this is all for sale. Every last bit of it.
All this, or are you just wanting to sell all of it?
Well, I retired out of the military in '93, and I retired civil service 6 years ago. I got 2 houses, Lake Seminole. I'm 70 years old. My wife said, "When are you going to retire?" I'm supposed to be fishing. Actually, I did go fishing at one lake like
I've called him twice now, and both times he's like, "I just got done fishing."
Yeah. But I just quit. I done it so many years. I restored this thing for 12 years for a guy in Texas. He took everything I could restore. He wanted 10 cars a month. The funny part about it, they never went to Texas. I didn't know for 2 years. Guy would come by here on a car haul out of North Carolina. He'd pick up whatever I had ready. He'd have 4 or 5 when I pick up a car hauler. Well, he'd pick what I had left and go down and hit I-10, go straight to Beaumont, Texas, put them on ship, and they went to Japan.
Oh.
I've done that for 12 years.
Wow.
I started having stomach surgery. I got blown up in Iraq pretty bad, and when I was over there, and I got where I couldn't do nothing. They cut me open so many times in my stomach. And Dr. Marker over here, he told my wife, I don't know if it was the last time or time before, he said he needs to quit pushing forward in the car. God, she had a fit. He's gonna quit. I catch him gone for about a week. I'm gonna have everything crushed. I said, you better not be in town when I come home. Crush my Volkswagen. Oh, you wouldn't believe how many people come out here, crush his car, scrap metal. What are you gonna do with that old junky cars? Man, them junky cars ain't junk.
No, they're not.
Yeah, so this would be a good car for somebody to restore. It's still pretty solid old car. A lot of these things is real bad though. I mean, they're just sitting too long.
Yeah.
A lot of them up through here has the engine transmission still in them, transaxle on the car.
Oh, yeah.
That one does. Picking up that one. Perfect. EP guy. There's about 8 or 10 up the hill up there too. That one don't have nothing but transaxle there.
Oil coolers.
Now I had a guy here from Boaz, Alabama. Way up there above Birmingham.
Yeah.
I told him 35,000. He could own everything I got Volkswagen. He's talking to a buddy here. I hope they pull the trigger. The biggest problem they got is distance. They got to haul it. Get focused up a little bit.
I'm good. Oh, come on.
Fenders, deck lids, fenders back on our deck lids, our Convergear deck lids up there, 2 of them. Bunch of engines. Heads. Engines and more engines, more heads and more junk and more stuff. Junk. You know, you don't get no more. Yeah, Lordy.
Oh my God. There's a whole other.
Yeah, there's a pile of it there. We're going over
There's
there.
a whole ass other room over there.
I'm giving that stuff away, I think, but I've got this corner. I've got it for sale, and they have been calling me, and I'm afraid it's gonna happen this year. And then if it does, I'll have to have an auction to get rid of this stuff, you know. And then, you know,
I will.
somebody probably won't show up. You know,
I will help you.
I had to give it away. I'm gonna let y'all.
Oh, holy cow!
Here's a brand new.
Oh, so many
Here's a brand
generator.
new 68 to 70 dash, brand new. Lights out the box. I don't know.
Yep.
It is, so I took it out for a guy I knew to get that. There's about 50 cranks out and probably 150, probably 40 or 50. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Need to be cleaned back up and polished. Them's $160 something now. You know what I used to pay for them up in North Carolina, Fort Bragg back in the 70s? $14.95.
Yeah, I was gonna say about $20.
Wish I had a trainload of them now for that price. Yeah. There's a pile of cases back on them back shelves. No. There's a little bit of stuff here, ain't there?
Just a little.
No, it ain't nothing like it was. God, man. You couldn't get in this building. On the water.
Ron, what the
I can't
hell,
keep up with
man?
all of it. I've got this place here. I live about 4 miles down the road. I've got about 15 lots down there.
Ron, you got any grandkids?
And I got 2 son-in-law. One of them's the chief of police up here in Delville.
Will you adopt me?
Can't get no work out of it. The other one had back surgery like July, so he's still like he's a 2-year-old. So I can't get nothing out of him. I'm on my own again. Here's another gear bumper right here.
Well, our back is towards the sun, which means that little excursion is over, and I'm on my way home. Ron was so nice that I started asking him about old rusty license plates and how much he wanted for them, and he didn't even balk, and he just said, pull them off and take all the ones you want. That was a good trip. I enjoyed that, and I've got carte blanche to go out there as long as I give him a heads up. So again, if you see anything in that video you think you need, I can probably get you some information on it. And if you've been wondering what that place actually looks like, but you're not close enough to ever get out there, well, this is probably the video for you.